guys, Lord here, back again with another monthly channel update, this time for the month of March 2022. And yes, I do realize we are already a week into April, but for future reference, these monthly update videos are most likely going to take place a week into the following month, just so I have time to catch up, you know? But with that being said, a lot happened on the channel this past month. We're going to break it down and talk about my favorite figures of the year thus far, since we are a quarter into 2022. So without further ado, let's get into it, talking about some of the major things I took a look at this past month. The first of which is the Mythic Legions Reinforcements Wave. That's right, the last time I did one of these, we had only taken a look at 3 of the figures. This past month, we wrapped up our looks at the Mythic Legions Reinforcements Wave, which is kind of big for my channel because Mythic Legions is one of the few things you guys tune into on this channel. So it was nice to get those up, get some more traffic. Probably not as much as I would have got if I just reviewed them all at once, but I like to have a little bit of variety nowadays. I like to kind of mix things up. I'll typically do 2 things from one line, 1 from another, and then of course Throwback Thursdays and Flashback Fridays, just to give you guys a nice variety so it doesn't get mundane or redundant or repetitive or anything like that, just so it's not boring. Because if you just sit there and review, say, a wave of Marvel Legends in 1 week, if it's more than 1 video, that is, not a whole lot of variety there. If you break it up and you do other stuff in between, then it keeps people wanting to tune back in. At least that's what I think in my head, but, you know, I could be wrong. But at any rate, it works for me, somewhat, and I'm going to probably keep it that way, at least until my Super 7 Disney Ultimates come in, because there's only 3 of those. I might as well just get those banged out in the first week. The second wave's another story. There's 4, and I can break that up in 2 weeks' time. So your boy's got a schedule laid out. He's gonna stick to it, and yeah. But at any rate, moving on from Mythic Legions and stuff I'm currently waiting for to show up, we had the NECA Gargoyles to talk about this past month. And even though they were a part of the first week of April as far as upload schedule goes, they did really good. They each got almost 50 views apiece. I think Demona surpassed that a little bit. I don't know how Bronx is doing right now. I forgot to check before I turned the camera on here. But they did really, really well. This past week for uploads has been really, really good. Same with that Soul Crusher guy. He got a little bit more than average as far as view count goes. So that is excellent. You guys know that Spawn and Gargoyles are my bread and butter. And shy of reviewing an older Marvel Legends Ghost Rider this past week, we almost had the trifecta of Spawn, Gargoyles, and Ghost Rider getting content on this channel in a single week. So that's pretty cool. Going back into March, though, because there's not much else to say other than the Gargoyles and Spawn typically do really well for this channel. We took a look at the DC Multiverse Frost King Wave. That's right, really good stuff there. First batch of Multiverse I picked up in a while, and they didn't disappoint. I really had fun reviewing the Frost King Wave. I thought it was awesome to see that McFarlane's QC has gone back to where it should be, for the most part. There's stuck joints here and there, but nothing I couldn't handle. So knock on wood that it stays that way, because Todd, I've missed you, buddy. I've really missed you. And that Soul Crusher's no exception. He had really nice quality control as well. I'm still debating on if I should order Clayface on GameStop, which is where I see a lot of people getting them right now. The Joker Titan, I don't know if people are getting him off there, but people are finding him in Target. Of course, my Target just has stupid-ass Eternals, so I know that's Marvel, but they need to clearance those out. I would rather there be nothing there than that stuff. Ugh. But at any rate, I'd actually like to see him get more Doctor Strange wave, because I do want that Despair guy, or more Spider-Man Retro wave, because I do need the Hobgoblin, and I do still need to replace my Spider Armor Mark 1. I do have Hammerhead sitting there. He's a really solid figure. Super chunky, considering he is a suited body. But he's a little bit more broader, a little bit beefier, a little bit chunkier than the previous suit bodies. And he stands really well. And he comes with a nice kind of, looks like steel baseball bat there. So that's pretty cool. I got a Tommy gun to hook him up with at some point when I get that review done, which I don't know when that's going to be, because I would like to get the Hobgoblin before I review him. But side note, speaking about Spider-Man Retro Wave figures, I ordered another Sandman off a Big Bad Toy Store, so hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing wrong with that. Moving on from that, though, trying to think here. As far as other videos on the channel, we started doing Marvel Legends for Flashback Fridays. We just did Darkhawk yesterday. Kind of wrapping up my reviews of figures from the Titus Build-A-Figure wave from way back in, is it 2016? 2017? I want to say it was 2017. But at any rate, we got Angela and Darkhawk done. Next week we're going to do Death's Head 2. Shout out to my buddy Vampire, that's his favorite. And we're going to keep that going until my 10th anniversary special. What's that? What is that? You'll find out more in the next monthly channel update, which will be for April. And side note, speaking of April, my birthday's this month. I'm taking a vacation. I'm going to take a week off of uploading. I will probably be recording throughout that week just so I can get ahead, but I am going to take a week off of uploading. Just for my own personal sanity, because your boy deserves a break, goddammit. But with that being said, other stuff coming in the month of April. We got the Swamp Thing GameStop exclusive Mega Fig from DC Multiverse, as well as the King Shark Walmart exclusive Mega Fig from DC Multiverse as well. That'll be next week, along with this Walmart exclusive Doctor Strange. Just kind of hanging out right there. Other stuff coming the following week. If I got Despair, it would probably be Sleepwalker, that awesome Rebirth Batman sitting off to the side over there, and Despair. So, you know, fingers crossed something happens for that. I don't know yet. I still got to review my Cobra Bat and my Alley Viper. I actually had the Cobra Bat pretty much done, but I had to delete the meat and taters part, if you will, or go over the aesthetic and articulation to make space for my Demona video to save, which that video was freaking cursed, dude. I don't know what was going on with that, but let's just say it got on my nerves quick, and yeah, not a fun time. Not a fun time at all. But at any rate, we got it done, we got it uploaded, and it did pretty well as far as I'm concerned. So, that said, is that about it for things coming to the channel for the month of April? Because there's only going to be like 2 more weeks of uploads, because my birthday is towards the end of the month. That's when I intend to take some time off of uploading anyways. I want to say that's it. Unless some crazy shit happens, that's probably gonna be it. Moving on from that, though, Mythic Legions. They finished their All-Stars poll. A little bit of toy news here. And, they didn't tell us who the winners are. That's pretty lame. I don't know why, but the Horsemen work in mysterious ways, just like our Lord and Savior, whoever you believe in. I'm going to leave it at that. But with that being said, they did show a new wave of Cosmic Legions, which, really? You tease us with All-Stars and then you go and do that. They're doing a whole bunch of stuff I'm not crazy about this year as far as decisions go, but I'm not going to buy the shit. Let's be real. So, as far as Cosmic Legions goes, I didn't buy into it the first time. I'm not going to buy into it the second time. I bought a couple figures last time. I'll probably buy a couple this time. There are 3 that piqued my interest. There's a lizard guy, is like a gray alien, and then there's a cyborg. Kind of looks like an elite from Halo, to be perfectly honest with you. So that's pretty cool. That ticks all kinds of boxes for me, personally. So I'll probably order those 3. I like the Scorpion Lady, but I'm just not feeling that one like I am the other ones. Though I will say, if we don't get a Scorpia homage out of that figure, missed opportunity. Moving on from that, though, that's all I really got for 4 Horsemen. I typically like to stick to indie stuff when it comes to talking about news on this channel. At least for these videos. So, you know, we're going to keep it there. But actually, Spiro Toys, because your boy ordered into the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, they just showed some, is it digital renders or first test shots of the next wave of figures. Good stuff there. Looking forward to getting the first wave in hand. Hopefully that does well for the channel. I think they actually got, is it Pale, the main character in the first wave? They got some physical test shots of that. Again, I think the other wave was just renders. So, Pale, they got physical test shots of. That's going to be really cool. I guess the physical test shots would just be test shots, wouldn't they? Whatever. At any rate, moving on from that, let's talk about my favorite figures of the year so far. Now, a disclaimer, the gargoyles are pretty much just going to be bundled up as one slot because I love gargoyles, and if I didn't do that, every figure on a list would probably be gargoyles because it looks like we're going to get the Manhattan Clan this year, and Elisa Mazza, and maybe a David Xanatos and a Macbeth. I don't know. The way they're releasing these, I would be surprised if we didn't see anything until Brooklyn and Hudson come out, which it says September on BBTS, which if you order for BBTS, just expect it to be a couple months late. But, yeah. So the gargoyles, they're up there. I'm not going to do this in any particular order, but my favorite figures of the year so far, the NECA gargoyles, the Collect-A-Build Frost King, the Marvel Legends Symbiote Spidey, the Masterverse Triclops, which Mochu has been really slow as far as content on this channel goes, which kind of sucks because I would really like to get my hands on that Trapjaw, and he would probably be standing here if I had him. But unfortunately, no gots, so we just got Triclops right now, and since Stinkor came out last year, he doesn't count, because we did actually take a look at him. Is it last week? I want to say it was last week. And then we have the Soul Crusher from Spawn Universe. Really love that figure. The Walmart Doctor Strange. Love that figure. Gonna have a review of that going up next week, regardless of what Monday and Wednesday have to offer, because those will most likely be mega figs, no matter what they are. But that Doctor Strange is awesome. Mine had a bit of a loose calf swivel, which if you watched my Dark Hawk review, you know I don't like those. And I also wish his little symbol on his chest was a little brighter. But he's not topping the Symbiote Spidey, but he's up there. Shocker, same deal. Not going to top Symbiote Spidey, but he's up there. And then we have the Cobra Bat and the Alley Viper. I said I was going to review that bat relatively soon in my last channel update. And actually, speaking of stuff that came out last year, we did look at Snake Eyes and Timber, which that is a kick-ass set. If you don't have that yet, you're missing out. But the Cobra Bat and the Alley Viper, really solid releases. I really like those a lot. And then we have Pterosaur. He's definitely going to take a spot. That Rebirth Batman, that's definitely getting a spot. Black Adam, I love that figure. I love, love, love that figure. I know I got Ben Reilly sitting here too, not to omit him or anything. But he's the same mold as Symbiote Spidey, so you get, I can pretty much just say they're tied. They come with the same amount of accessories. It's just that they got different paint, and Ben Reilly's got the little web shooters on him. And then we got that Hammerhead sitting over there. So yeah, top 13, essentially. The Gargoyles are going to share a spot just to make things interesting and fair. I didn't put Sir Gerard on there because, well, he came out last year, technically, and enough people had him to where I don't feel the need to put him on here. That said, Mythic Legions Alithia, on the other hand, Should be getting that in the next few months. So that'll definitely qualify along with the Deluxe Legion Builders. Same thing goes for that Skeleton Legion Builder, actually. Because I love that figure to pieces, but he came out before, and I've had him before, so doesn't really count. So that pretty much wraps up my top figures of the year. It's top 13 because you know how your boy rolls. And that pretty much does it for this month's channel update. Because, well, we're kind of out of stuff to talk about now. We already talked about things that happened on the channel, things that are coming to the channel, and my top figures of the year so far. Again, in no particular order, but I'm just going to say my bias is towards gargoyles, and you could pretty much just assume that, yeah, they're kind of the top thing to beat right now. Mezco Ghost Rider probably has a chance, but he's still not here yet. But at any rate, having a brain fart here, that's all I got to say, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this month's edition of the monthly channel update. If you are so inclined, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know whenever I upload more videos to the channel. If you haven't already, please hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions. But as always, keep the comments civil. The world sucks enough as it is, especially when there's just so much to buy nowadays. Like, look at all this shit. This spread is epic, man. But at the same time, my wallet doesn't exactly appreciate it. But with that being said, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.